Motivated, I'm the truth. Going hard in the booth. All my dreams is coming true. If I can make it, you can too. Wasn't in a skipping school. Had to play by the rules. If you got dreams, don't be a fool. The process make it even cool. Gotta really pay attention. That right there is tunnel vision. Can't be falling, can't be slipping. This world full of competition. If you really tryna grow, you gotta make the right decision.
Welcome to another episode of Expansion Team. ISO versus the World, Expansion Team. First of all, everything start with the Earning ISO podcast. Please like, rate, review, subscribe. You know, we're trying to consolidate the plays, man. So please continue to do that. Y'all been doing that for us. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me put the headphones on anyway. Yeah. All right. I feel better with the headphones. All right. Yeah, this show gonna be a little different because flying solo this show, know what I mean? My brother busy man, know what I mean? He ain't got the time to do it. We gotta get it done, know what I mean? Get it done last minute. But you know, so I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not him. I ain't got the same expertise as him. All I can do is read the line, the Vegas odds and all that, and the lines and all of that. I can't give you no whole breakdown and expertise like he can. So I'm gonna tell you right now before we even get into it. Know what I mean? Bet with your head, not over it, and bet at your own risk. Because I am not him. You know what I mean? I am them. He is him. So when it come to that. Know what I mean? But I'm gonna read, know what I mean? I'm gonna go over that. Know what I mean? Y'all make y'all decision and do whatever y'all gotta do. So I'll tell you right now, this right here is expansion team. This will be the, I guess, divisional round of the playoffs. You know what I mean? Last week was wild card weekend, so this is divisional weekend or whatever. So, know what I mean, before we start, like I said, know what I mean, it ain't, now we kind of like getting down to not too many teams at the playoffs, so it ain't gonna be the same. Show ain't gonna be the same length. Plus, I'm riding solo anyway. So this, trust, I mean, so this show ain't gonna be that long. So, know what I mean, what I'm gonna do is, know what I mean, y'all gonna hear me complain about my goddamn team for a minute. The goddamn Eagles. As y'all can see, I got the sign that basically sums up, know what I'm saying, our play the last few weeks, especially that last goddamn game, know what I mean, against Tampa Bay. Cancun on 3, man. I guess that, because they playing like they already had their vacations planned out, you know what I mean? So, excuse me. Yeah, so that right there, we start off by saying, man, we appreciate everybody who does play hard. And I'm pretty sure everybody plays hard. So I'm not going to sit and act like, you know, playing football is something easy or something like that. But the bottom line is, that play was like, come on, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the organization. I don't know what's going on with that team. But they got to fix whatever they got to fix. Now I mean, they got to regroup, because I feel like this team got like, it's like we got like a certain window to whereas we could be Super Bowl contenders. And right now, I feel like that was a wasted year. That was a wasted opportunity. You know what I mean? And you really can't do that in the NFL. Cause that play, right, man, that game gets Tampa. Well, the last few games was crazy, but that game against Tampa Bay, man, that just didn't make no sense. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know if they just done. People just, I don't know if players just tuning out the coaches. I don't know if some people just, I don't know if the team is just not as good as we thought. I don't know. It looked like we got a whole bunch of potential, but that was just wild. Now I mean, to lose like that to a team that we could have won. You know what I'm saying? We could have won. It's not like we was going to get somebody that you think like, oh man, that's over. That was crazy, man. I know we had some key people missing. I mean, AJ Brown wasn't out there, which you could see that hurt us, man. That hurt us bad. Him not being out there, but you know what I mean. You got to play for who you got, man. Devontae Smith, you know what I mean. He stepped up, did what he could. You know what I mean? He made some plays. Yeah, man, I just don't know, man. I don't know about that. Was wild to me, man. How it's like they didn't know what, even though they're a professional team, like they didn't know what to do. At times, it's just like they didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Offense, as far as the offense, I guess they kind of did what they could. I know people were critiquing like the offensive plays or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some of the play calling or whatever, but you know what I mean? Kind of like not having A.J. Brown kind of crippled us a little bit, but at the same time, you got to play who you got. And that kind of showed us that we do need a third receiver, man. Now we do need a third receiver, man. I know A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they when everything is clicking, now I mean they look so good, they're like, that's all you need, but okay. Now when you don't have that, what you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we gonna offense needs some. I mean, we need some receivers. Shout out to our beloved Jason Kelce. He's saying his decision, and then you got to worry about that now because he's saying, it's up in the air whether he's going to come back or not. I guess you got to calm down from, the emotions of, I guess not just the last game, the last few weeks of how everything went. I mean, he's probably like, listen, man, that didn't make no sense. You know what I mean? Because if I was him, I'd be like, I'm about to retire and go out like that. That type of loss. To me, I would. I would play him at the same time. I got to respect whatever decision he make, even though, he's beloved in this town, man. He put a lot of work in. But at the same time, man, it's his body, it's his life. You got to live life after football. But I'm pretty sure he ain't want to go like that. Even if we didn't win the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure to kind of like limp out of the season, in the season like that, I'm pretty sure he kind of probably upset about that. So we'll see what decision he make, because we got to go with a whole new center. That could be an issue. You know what I mean? If you not, the center and the quarterback got to be on the same page, man. Jason Kelce, he a wily old vet. So, man, we'll see. The defense, man. Listen. The defense, I don't know what was going on. We don't know. Like we say, man, no disrespect to anybody who's good enough to play in the NFL, but I don't get it. The way they play, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. So I don't know if you just got some people that's just like, say not good enough, like I said, no disrespect to people that's good enough to play in the NFL to begin with, but if you ain't up to par, the organization got to do what they got to do. Because they got to fix this. You can't play like that. I know we got a bunch of young guys, but it's like, defensive line in the trenches, man, we gotta turn it up a little bit, and in the defensive backfield, man, we gotta come on, man. I don't know what they're gonna do about that, but they gotta do something. Gotta do something. I know this ain't no video game where you just can't trade everybody and swap everybody out and then just get all brand new people. This is not a video game. This is real life. So you gotta make real life moves and try to do what you got to do to get better. But that right there, man, was like, that was crazy. That was like unacceptable, man. It's Philly. Philly prides ourselves on defense. We always be like that. I understand that a lot of them players most of them players aren't from Philly, so they don't, and Eagles wasn't their team growing up, so they don't really understand our tradition. But our tradition, we always been defense. Defense mean a lot to us. We not just no offensive team. Defense means a lot to us. And the way they played, man, was like, that was like unacceptable, man. That was crazy, man. Shoot, man. We might need to go get that boy that jumped over the bench and got that judge. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to go down from the organization. We need Jeffrey Lurie to go on down there. I think where that happened at, out in Vegas or something like that, and tell him, listen, man, Know what I mean? Put him with us. Know what I'm saying? We gonna help change his life. Now we gonna turn him to a model citizen. Know what I'm saying? Now we could the way he was, the way he leaped the tackle. Now he jumped over that bench. Now I mean we can use him. Know what I'm saying? That was Brian Dawkins style right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we might need to send send Dawkins over there. Now I mean, see if they can get him out. Now maybe a mentor to him or something like that. Put him on the defense, man. Now I mean, let that time go to waste. Cause that was crazy, man. To lose like that is ridiculous, bro. Seriously. You know what I mean? I don't remember a loss like that in a while, man. In the playoffs, lose like that, like you was in it, but the whole game you wasn't in it, even though the score wasn't high to begin with. You know what I mean? When it first started out, it just seemed like it was no way you gonna win. And I ain't felt like that in a long time, man. I probably ain't felt like that about an Eagles team since probably like the 90s, man. Since I was like a kid, where it's like, all right, it just ain't no way you can win. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to win that game, but it just ain't no way you can win. It's not like they some, you know what I mean? Shout out to Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? They've been working hard, you know what I'm saying, to get their wins. So I don't want to discredit them in no type of way, but come on, man. That was a winnable game. But at the same time, it felt like it wasn't a winnable game. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So, yeah, that right there, man, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, and this is the NFL, man. You're not going to get a whole lot of time to fix things. You just got to fix things and move on. So hopefully we can do what we got to do and just come back and just compete, man. Because that was like, I don't know what that was. Like, things just fell apart towards the end of the season. Things just like completely fell apart. And I just can't explain it, man. But you know what I mean? I'm about to call this Joan, call this episode Bye Equals Bye, man. You know what I mean? Because we got to regroup. Straight up. You know what I mean? We got to regroup for next season. Some people going to be here. Some people not going to be here. That's coaches and players. But they got to do what they got to do what's best for the team, man. Because that right there was embarrassing, man. That right there is embarrassing, man. That just don't. And the thing about us from Philadelphia, all right, you're not going to win every game. You know what I mean? You're going to have wins. You know what I mean? You're going to wins and losses. But to play like that is what's unacceptable. That's what making everybody mad. Because that play that y'all had like the last few weeks, that's unacceptable for Philadelphia. Nah, we ain't having that. We can't have that. Now, we understand that we're not going to win every game and you're going to lose. Now, we're going to have losses. The other team trying to win too. But to be losing like that, we just feel like y'all just completely out of it. Like y'all not even like a professional team. Come on, man. Some of that stuff on defense, man. Come on. I mean, some people were saying it. I mean, they right, man. You done seen high school teams have. I mean, feel like they more on page with each other. They more in sync on defense than it was. Come on, man. Y'all a pro team, man. Y'all a professional team. Seemed like y'all ain't know what was going on. You know what I mean? Just combobulated, man. It's something, man. So that right there was wild, man. So, you know what I mean? Bear with me on that rant because, you know, Eagles is my team, and that was like, to lose like that, come on, man. I understand you win some, you lose some, but to lose like that, I mean, limping into the playoffs. So he's already losing, and it wasn't no real explanation for it except, I mean, we're gonna fix what we gotta fix. It was like some it was just obviously something that just couldn't be fixed because it just didn't get done. So, man, I'm off that, man. I mean, next year, you know what I'm saying? Cancun on 3, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Man, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all go do whatever they got to do in the offseason, come back stronger, you know what I'm saying? As far as this year, you know what I mean? It's a wrap for them. Congratulations to the Bucs. Like I said, they played hard, man. Baker Mayfield kind of like living his, he done caught his second win or whatever. So, I got to congratulate them. You know what I mean? They played decent. You know what I mean, their defense played decent, man. So, Know what I mean? It is what it is. Know what I mean? Eagle season is over. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I had to just get that off my chest. Know what I mean? Done and all. Know what I mean? That's done and over with. Know what I mean? Eagles, see y'all next season. Know what I mean? So we'll just try again. But as far as the other games I did see, of course, Green Bay Dallas game. So I gotta shout out to Green Bay. You know what I mean? I was hoping that they got Dallas out of here, even though it's bittersweet because at the end of the day, you would like for Green Bay to beat Dallas, but we had to win our game. We didn't win our game, so it ain't like you can jump all over Dallas and say, how they lost. Man, we lost too, so, you know what I mean? So, both, you know what I mean? So, hopefully, I think Green Bay got to play who? The 49ers, right? Green Bay got to play the 49ers, so that's a tall task, man. That's a tall task. So, I mean, we going to get into it in a minute, like I said. I mean, this show ain't going to be that long because it ain't that many games. And I ain't got too much to talk about at this time of the year except, I mean, I got that off my chest with the Eagles. But, you know, like I said, man, congratulations to Green Bay. You know what I mean? They had some plays where some of their people was wide open. You know what I mean? They played, wide open, man. So they played a good game. Like I said, they got a tough task, man. That's a tough task, man. It really is a tough task. But what else I want to talk about before we get to these scores real quick? I forgot what else I want to talk about before we get into these scores real quick. No, you might as well get into the scores then. I can't even remember. Maybe it come back to me. Maybe it won't. If it don't, it don't. All right, we got what's the first game? The first game, Saturday, January 20th at 4:30, Texans versus Ravens. So, all right, let me see what the go to the joint. My brother told me where to go to look at the odds, and like I said, I am not my brother, so I can't tell you all the ins and outs and all this and what he would bet. And this is the money line and this and that. I can read it what it is. You know what I mean? I understand a little bit what it is, but I can't break it down to you the same way he would break it down to tell you exactly what he would do. So I'm gonna give you the information. Y'all bear with me, and y'all gonna do whatever the hell y'all want to do. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do any damn way. So, know what I mean? Texans versus Ravens. It's gonna be the first game. The spread is what is it? -9.5, 9.5. So the Ravens is a 9.5 point favorite. Over under is 43.5. And the money line is for the Ravens is -380. Texans is +370. And if I'm correct, the money line is for every $100. Okay, so if the money line for the Ravens is -480 because they're the favorite, so you will have to bet $480 to win $100. And the money line for the Texans, because the Ravens are favored to win, so the Texans are the underdog. So the money line is +370. That means for every $100, you will win $370. I hope I'm getting that right. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, but you know the spread is the Ravens' favorite. By 9.5 points. I get it because of the way that the Ravens have been playing. I get it, but the Texans can put up some points too. So I don't know if you just think that because to me 9.5 point favorite. I understand the Ravens being favored. I get that. But at the same time, the Texans can put some points up too. So to me personally, 9.5 seems like a bit much. You know what I mean? Seem like a bit much. You know what I mean? My brother might say that might be some type of way to, I don't know, trap you some type of how. You know what I mean? Because y'all know what he be saying. He be saying that just sound like somebody trying to lure you in to bet money or something like that. With that, I can't explain that, but you know what I mean? The Ravens being 9.5 point favorites is a lot. You know what I mean? So, that's a lot. So, yeah, minus 9.5. Over under is 43.5. Yeah, because to me the whole 9.5 Braves being 9.5 point favorites, I feel like it could be a closer game than that. But the over under is 43. It's 43.5. So I don't know if they're expecting for it to be 43.5. I don't know if you're expecting the Ravens to just blow them out. Because you talking about to get the 43.5 is what? But they gotta be 9-point favorites, but to get the 43.5. So yeah, I don't get the 9.5 point favorite because Texans can score too. So that right there, I just think it's gonna be a closer game than that. Even though I know everybody think the Ravens is gonna go all the way to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl a lot. Now, they are the Super Bowl favorites. Now, to a lot of people. So, but I just don't get the 9.5 being favored by that much. I get them being favored, but not by that much, man. Because to me, C.J. Stroud can throw that ball too. I know he's not Lamar Jackson, but he ain't no. He ain't nothing to take lightly though. Know what I'm saying? He been slinging the ball. He been balling. So we'll see that. Know what I'm saying? The whole 3. I'm assuming they think that the Ravens, I guess their defense is going to like take care of business, because the whole 43.5 total to me, if I'm saying this right, I would bet over that, because I think that this game might be a shootout. I think this game might be a shootout. So yeah, to me, like I said, I ain't my brother, I ain't no expert, but for the Ravens to be 9.5 point favorites, but then the total would be 43.5. Don't make no sense to me. Like I said, I ain't my brother, but that just don't make no sense to me. Like I said, to me, this is the only game that probably could be like an upset. Because if they get into a shootout, I'm not going to say that. It's not going to be impossible that the Texans win. Some people think, well, the Ravens defense should be able to take care of business. And, to them, everybody just think the offense is going to take care of business. Lamar Jackson is going to take care of business. So they think that the Texans going to just, that they think the Ravens, the defense is just going to be able to take care of business and hold them. You know what I mean? So, but to me, if you get into a shootout, it ain't too far-fetched that they got a chance to win, especially if they go into a shootout, man. Know what I'm saying? Especially if you get into a shootout. Like I said, that's the one thing about the Texans, man. The Texans let C.J. Stroud just throw that ball. Know what I mean? They don't handcuff him. So, the fact that they don't handcuff him, I like that. Know what I mean? You ain't got no chance. You ain't got no chance of winning trying to handcuff him or trying to play conservative, because the Ravens, the Ravens can score. So, Lamar Jackson. So you got basically just, man, you got to just go down swinging. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let him play. You know what I'm saying? So that right there. Of course, I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but don't be surprised this is a shootout. Do not be surprised this is a shootout. And it's not just a straight up Baltimore just dominates them the whole game. Don't be surprised if this is a shootout. Do not be surprised, because they gotta let C.J. Stroud play. You ain't got no chance trying to handcuff him. You ain't got no chance of winning trying to handcuff him. And to say this is the game plan, and you know how some people get. Some teams get, when they start to play, they start playing like, instead of playing to win, they start playing not to lose. But how you gonna do that when you ain't even up yet? You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let him just go. You gotta let him just ball. Know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? So, 9.5, Ravens 9.5 point favorites, but, I'm expecting the Ravens to win, but don't be surprised if it's a shootout. And it can go either way if it's a shootout, because this could possibly be a major upset. If it turns into a shootout, this could be a major upset. This could be a major upset. So I don't, you know what I mean? So you never know. That's just me. You know what I mean? I think it could. I think it could turn into a shootout because they don't handcuff C.J. Stroud. The Texans don't handcuff him. So I guess now I mean the whole 9.5, Ravens being 9.5 point favorite. I guess they just think that they just gonna dominate them. But then the total is 43.5. So I guess they just think they just gonna dominate. So yeah, that one. So that's the first game. Let me go to what's the next game on Saturday? All right, this is Saturday 8:15. Packers, 49ers. Packers, 49ers. To me, those are two bets. To me, those are the two games that I want to see. I know everybody want to see the Chiefs and the Bills, but those are two good games on the Saturday. You know what I mean? I said Packers, 49ers, 8:15. Come on, 8:15. What's the odds for this joint? Well, all right. 49ers is 9.5 point favorite over the Packers. See, but the over-under is, all right. Of course, the 49ers are favorite by 9.5. But the over-under is 50.5. You see what I'm saying? The first game, the Texans and the Ravens was only 43.5. All right, the 49ers is also favored by 9.5 points over the Packers, but the total points is 50.5. So it's higher. So I guess they expecting, I guess because the Packers, what the Packers did against the Cowboys, that they going to score some points. You know what I mean? So to me, that make a little bit more sense. Even though 9.5, to me, just seems high, even though, okay, it's the 49ers, and you expecting it to be, I mean, everybody, ain't no secret, everybody expecting the 49ers and the Ravens for that to be the Super Bowl. So that ain't no secret. You know what I mean? But you know, but to me that make more sense. Now I mean the total makes more sense. Now I mean 50.5. The people expecting that to might be a shootout. Because I mean, based on the way that the Packers, like I said, the Packers offense, I mean, they play calling was excellent. And, you know, they can also run the ball too. Not just the 49ers can run the ball. Packers can also run the ball. And the Packers got excellent play calling. So they think that it's going to be more points being scored. And I'm saying that would be more some type of shootout, but, you know, 9.5. But, you know, the 49ers, of course, they still going to be favored. I mean, 9.5. But to me, I mean, the 50.5 total, I mean, total points kind of make more sense. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of them games where it's, you know, maybe 28, 35, or, you know what I mean? To me, because I think the 9.5 is too much. Again, I think the 9.5 is too much, even though to me the total makes sense. The 9.5 is a little too much because the Packers just showed that they can score some points. I understand is the Cowboys and the 49ers defense is, you know what I'm saying? 49ers got better defense. I understand that, but, you know, the whole 9.5 point favorite to me seems a little bit much. But at least, I mean, the total points makes more 50.5 makes more sense. So to me, I'll probably go by the score. I mean, if they start scoring, I might go under. I might go under 50.5. Because I think it might end up being like maybe like because you figure, I might go over because you figure it might end up being a 21, something like 21-31 or something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if the score is like 21-31 or something. You know what I'm saying? Because that adds up. Yeah, okay. A little bit over. Not a whole lot over, but a little bit over. So 21-31, so, and 49, so Okay, that makes sense because if I say 21-31 and I'm sticking the 49ers to win, that means they covering the spread and they hitting the total. But they say 49ers is over 50. If I'm getting that right. I'm confusing the hell out of myself. All right, we just gonna keep it simple. Shit, because y'all confusing the hell out of me. See, my brother know this shit like the back of his hand. All right, the 49ers is favored by 9.5 points, but the over-under is 50.5. So, to me, I think the score is going to be something like 21-31 49ers. So that would actually cover the point spread and go over, even though it says down here, when you see 49ers, it says under 50.5, and the Packers is over 50.5. So, I don't completely understand that. All right, let me tell you the money line. Money line is 49ers minus 450, so that means what? You got to bet $400 for every $450 you bet because they're a favorite. $450 you bet, you win $100, and the Packers are plus 350. So that means for every $100 you will win $350 if they win. So, you know what I mean? I'm just giving you the information. I mean, you're gonna bet however you bet. Like I said, I ain't my brother. I can't break all it down and tell you exactly what he would do, and that'll help you with what you gonna do. I'm just telling y'all, and y'all just gonna do whatever the hell y'all want to do. Yeah, I do think the 49ers will win. You know what I mean? And to me, I guess because my score in my head is 31-21, so that would cover the point spread because that point spread is 9.5. So that would be what, 10 points, winning by 10 points. So that would cover. So y'all gonna do with that what y'all will. I'm about to leave it. I'm about to leave it right at that. All right, Sunday, January 21st, 3 p.m. Buccaneers at Lions. So they playing in Detroit. What's these numbers? All right. Of course, the Lions at home. Favored by what is that? 6.5. Favored by 6.5 points. Over under is 48.5. That makes more sense because that's basically just a touchdown and an extra point. So that makes more sense. So I guess they predicting that this is going to be a closer game because the total is 48.5. So they're assuming that this is going to be a close game. You know what I mean? It might be a you looking at maybe a 27-24 game or something like that, or yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? 24-27 game or 21 or something like a 21-28, something like that. So I mean the Lions are favored to win. The 6.5 point favorites. But to me, I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers, because 6.5, that's basically a touchdown. So to me, I think the Buccaneers can go in there and beat them, especially if Jared Goff start making some mistakes. If Jared Goff start making some mistakes, you know what I mean? I think the Buccaneers got a chance to win. You know what I mean? I'm going with the Buccaneers. You know what I mean? I'm personally going with the Buccaneers. You know what I mean? To go into Detroit and beat them. Like I said, all right. You know what I mean? Even though the Lions is favored by 6.5, but the total is 48.5. So I'm picking the Buccaneers to win. The Buccaneers might end up winning like maybe like something like, it could be something like 17-24 or something like that. So if it's 17-24, 17-24, you know what I mean? That don't, yeah. Because I'm thinking it's gonna be like 17-24 or something like that. Because I'm thinking like, I'm I'm thinking it's going to be, it might be an interception or two, you know what I mean? A fumble or something, smack the ball out of their hands. Because the defense is putting, I mean, Buccaneers defense can get it done. They might be able to get in and get out of there with a win. You know what I mean, even though the Lions is favored by 6.5 points, I think the Buccaneers gonna win this one. Let me tell you what the money line is. The money line is for the Lions is minus 270. So that means because they favorite, so you gotta bet for every $270 you bet, you'll win $100 if they win. And for the Buccaneers, because they the underdogs, the money line is 220 plus 220. So that means for every $100 you bet, if they win, you'll get $220. So, I mean, that right there, to me, I think the Buccaneers is going to get in out of there with a win. That's just me. Like I said, y'all bet how y'all want to bet. To me, I think the Buccaneers, this is a winnable game. To me, this is a winnable game. So, by the Buccaneers. So I think the Buccaneers is going to win this one. Like I said, I can't forget what did I say? Did I say like 24-17 or something like that? It might be like 24-17 or something like that. You know what I mean? Or yeah, 24-17 or 24-14 or something like that. But I think the Buccaneers could win this one. Could win that one. All right, the last game is Sunday at 6:30. Why the game's so close? Because the Buccaneers-Lions game is at 3, and the Chiefs-Bills game is at 6:30. Wouldn't that be 7:30? But, all right, whatever. 6:30. Chiefs versus Bills. Now, this point spread, the Bills is favorite, but it's like your favorite, but you ain't really favorite. You know what I mean? It's like a toss-up because the Bills is favorite, but it's only 2.5 by 2.5 points. So that's basically a field goal. So that's basically letting you know that you know, they don't know who gonna win this one. You know what I mean? Because these Jones be battles back and forth. So that's basically letting you know even Vegas don't have a clue who gonna win this one. You know what I mean? Because the Bills only favored by 2.5 points, so that's basically a field goal. Over under is 45 and a half. Yeah, because they can get to throwing that ball and the score. You know what I mean? The score can end up being, it might be a field goal game. You know what I mean? They ain't thinking that the game gonna come down to a field goal. You know what I mean? The money line is minus, all right, for the Bills is minus 144, which means you got to bet $144 to win $100. And the Chiefs is underdog, like I said, not by a lot, but basically less than a field goal. But the Chiefs money line is plus 122. So for every $100 you bet, you win $122. So, yeah, that game can go any way. The game can go any way. So, the Bills is at home. So since the Bills is at home, I think that can give them an advantage, especially if they defense are clicking and they just get, because you at home, super cold. I mean the Chiefs done played in the cold before, but I think this could be the year that the Bills get the Chiefs up out of here. So I'm gonna go with the Bills. It might be a back and forth game. The game might go to a field goal. So it might be super cold, man. Super cold game, man. It might be a 24-27 game. That game might be 24-27. You know what I mean? The total is 45 and a half, but yeah, so I'm talking about 45, 45 and a half total, but I think the game might be like 24-27 or 27-30 or something like that. Like basically just like a field goal game because, you know, The only difference is 2.5. I mean, the Bills were only favored like 2.5. So, but I do think the Bills can get him up out of here. But at the same time, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, he can work miracles, man. Especially if they defense is plays solid. Pat Mahomes is the best in the business. He's still the best in the business. I understand. Baltimore's favorite to win the Super Bowl and all that, but Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Lamar is doing his thing. He balling, but Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. You still got to give him that credit. His track record. So Patrick Mahomes is, like I said, still Patrick Mahomes. So, but I do think the Bills could win this one because they at home. They should be able to will their way to a win. Like I said, 2.5 points ain't basically nothing. That's basically letting you know they don't know who gonna win. The Bills should be able to get it done. The Bills should be able to get it done, but we'll see, man. That's a toss-up. Like I said, even Vegas think that's a toss-up. So, that's it, man. Like I said, this show ain't gonna be long because it ain't that many games. It ain't that much to talk about. So, let me say, we are not a sports book. These are not our odds. Y'all see I just read that right off the phone. Those are not our odds. We did not make up them odds and the money lines. We're not a sports book. So, like we say, man, bet with your head, not over it. Good luck to y'all that's gonna bet. Like I said, my brother say what's up. Wasn't able to make it. But still did the show. I was like, I could just still do the show. It ain't gonna be the same as if he was here. But I could still read y'all the odds or whatever. You know what I mean? Y'all can just make y'all decisions. What y'all gonna do. Like I say, man, thank y'all. This joint gonna be a little short and sweet. Thank y'all. Supporting everything start with the Earn and ISO show. Please rate, share, subscribe, review, all that stuff, man. Y'all been supporting us. I'm supporting this show and other stuff that we've been doing. Appreciate that love and support, man. Y'all like really helping us become grow. Our numbers grow. We get. Our numbers grow. Our numbers ain't staying the same. Numbers is going up and up and up. We appreciate y'all for that. We appreciate y'all for this. Y'all give us decent numbers on this. Just us sitting around talking about football scores and all that. We get decent numbers off this. We get a lot of views off this. So, and everything. So, y'all love that. Y'all listen, like I said, man, we gonna see if we can get a couple more shows in. My brother, his work schedule done switched up on me. So now it's it's like when I'm off, he working. And when he off, I'm working. You know what I mean? So, but we're going to try to get it together so we can at least do one or two more shows. If not, I might be able to do a joint solo. I might see if I can have somebody, talk to me and all of that. Call somebody, or if I just got to keep doing the last couple joints solo, I can just do that. And then we'll see what we can do when football season over, man. We've been in talks, seeing what we can do. We can try to do stuff for other sports and stuff like that, man, since everybody's saying that they like the show. We'll see what we can try to get get done. But right then, it's a wrap for this one. Like I said, man, bet with your head, not over it. All y'all out there, like I said, man, y'all gonna gamble. Good luck to y'all. Y'all be safe out there. It's a wrap, man.
You gotta get it. No love, no love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love.